So good day everyone. I'm Michael Joseph Magana alongside with Artista, Dayaw, Dairit, and Nolasco Jr. So we are here. I'm here to present this device description and the introduction of our biomedical engineering project, and our biosensor related is about heart disease, where it detects any heart anomaly in our hearts. Now, here we have the wearable scanner for our heart disease diagnosis. So, in our introduction, here we have, according to Zachary Laxman, MD, handheld scanner is currently now in demand, and is currently most especially now that we are currently in an ongoing pandemic, where doctors should be extra careful in handling patients to avoid the spreading of an infection. Now, this gives way to researchers to create a handheld scanner that read the heart vital signs, like how handheld retail scans barcodes gra- at the cash register. Our version of heart scanner is a wearable heart scanner instead of a handheld scanner. So here in our device description, we can see the overall evolution of our heart scanner. Indeed, we have the echocardiogram. Now we have the handheld scanner, and this is our proposed wearable scanner. Now this scanner will present the output in their mobile devices via an application, and now we have the echocardiogram of your heart. Now in this device, you can see that it is where you can stick the device at your chest for it to read the condition of your heart, and the output of it will go directly to the mobile devices, and you can use this output to have an online consultation to your doctor, um, and the- and your doctor can analyze the your heart condition for us to be safe and have a healthy heart and lifestyle. Now, proceeding to the next slide, we have another group member for him to present.
So, hello, this is Event 13 Lasco Jr., and I'm about to present the usage of our device. And our device is used to determine the, identify the cardiovascular activities and cardiovascular status of the heart. And with these cardiovascular activities identified, it may show symptoms and it helps the doctors to cope up to the determined heart disease. So next is it determines the vital signs by detecting or keeping track of medical issues such as respiration rate and pulse rate. So for the beneficiaries or for those who will benefit the device we proposed, it will benefit the medical doctors or medical hospitals, as I said earlier. If the device already determined symptoms, the medical doctors will easily get the or diagnose the heart disease that a patient have. And next is patients who have history of heart disease from their family. So we all know that heart disease can be inheritable, and because of this, it can be passed down to your families, even though you're old, your even though it's from your grandmother, grandfather, it may be passed down to you. So it will help those patients if they have regular checkups, they can be undergo to this procedure. The device can be helpful for them to determine if they have abnormalities on their hearts and determine if they have heart disease. So last one is those people who have already heart problems. So of course, it they will benefit from this because even though they already have heart problems or they are already diagnosed, well, they with this device, it will help them to monitor their status, their heart status, their heart disease, if it it is worsen or if they are getting better. So that's all.
The principles or theories that the researchers use for the wearable scanner for heart disease diagnosis are Doppler vibrometry and echocardiogram. The researchers adopted the idea of Doppler vibrometry, which uses photonics technology that can gather crucial information about the condition of the heart at a cheap cost. Moreover, Doppler vibrometry is used to read vital signs of the patient by detecting or keeping track of medical issues, which are the respiration rate and pulse rate. Also, with the help of Doppler vibrometry, the doctors will be able to easily have a diagnosis with the patient's heart. Doppler vibrometry is also capable of identifying the patient's heart if it has occurred disease or abnormalities so that the doctors will be able to easily assess ways for treatment. Furthermore, the principles or concepts of echocardiogram is also used by the researchers to determine how blood is pumped into the heart's chambers. It creates pictures of your hearts using sound waves. Also, it is used to see how blood flows through the heart's or patient's heart and observe heartbeat so that the doctors can detect if there are heart conditions or problems. Lastly, echocardiogram helps doctors in the diagnosis of variety of heart conditions, damaged cardiac tissue, chamber enlargement, heart muscle stiffening or heart muscle stiffening, blood clots in the heart, fluid around the heart, and damaged or improperly functioning heart valves are only a few examples.
As for the function of our device, it is a portable heart scanner, but rather than being handheld, it is worn. It identifies the heart abnormalities through pulse rate, and it uses Doppler vibrometry as its principle for scanning. Doppler vibrometry is the most precise method for calculating displacement and velocity. It is also used in quite a lot of fields. It is a method that uses photonic technology, which makes the laser Doppler vibrometry better than any fast and precise vibration measurement instruments. It uses light as a sensor, which enables the instrument to be effective when it comes to extremely small and lightweight structures. It uses light to gather crucial information about the state of the heart in a fast and low-cost manner. The scanner generates a vibration map of the chest and the heart, which can show CVD symptoms such as plaque buildup. It also happens to send results to the phone rather than some heavy device, but rather it can send the results to a smartphone, making it possible to not have any physical contact with the doctor and yet be able to scan the patient's heart.
Hello, I am Paul Christian E. Artista, and I'm here to discuss the advantages and the disadvantages of our device. One major advantage is that this device comes with an app that can show the detailed results of the scan. From there, you will see the pulse and the breathing patterns of the patient. It will also notify you immediately if it spots any abnormalities to any of those results mentioned. However, there are still some disadvantages which can be further improved later on. One disadvantage is that the device is still limited to scanning and giving results only. Therefore, that the device will only warn the user if the device found an abnormality or problem after its diagnosis. But not to worry, we will implement further future updates in adding solutions on what to do once this problem is addressed.